You think silence is weakness. You think if you stop texting, she'll forget you. You think disappearing means she'll move on faster. That's the most common mistake, and it's costing you everything. Today, I'm breaking down total silence, not as a manipulation trick, but as a psychological tool. You'll see how it works from the inside, why it shifts the dynamic, and most importantly, how not to destroy it before it even starts. Stay till the end. That's where I cover the mistakes that kill any chance of getting her back, even when silence was working perfectly. Most men confuse three completely different things: a pause, total silence, and a fade out. They look similar on the surface, but they produce totally different results. A pause, you temporarily stop texting, but you're still visible. Your social media is open, mutual friends see you online, you're watching her stories. She feels it. To her, you're just hurt and waiting for her to make the first move. A fade out, you disappear, but inconsistently. You reply today, vanish for a week, then like her photo. Her brain reads this as instability. She knows you're interested, you just don't have control. Total silence. This is deliberate, controlled absence. No reading messages, no watching stories, no reacting to anything she posts. To her, you're simply gone. And that's what activates the mechanism I'm about to explain. There's one psychological law that never gets repealed. We value what we might lose. And that applies to everyone. As long as you keep texting, explaining, and reaching out, she holds all the power. She knows you're not going anywhere. The reply can wait. The decision can wait. But the moment you go quiet, anxiety kicks in. Not because she suddenly fell back in love, but because her brain registers something changed. She's lost control of the situation. First reaction, rationalization. Fine, let him be silent. I'm not texting either. That lasts maybe a few days. Then comes the second phase, scanning. She checks your profile, asks mutual friends, analyzes every detail. Are you online? At what time? Did you like someone's post? Whose? And here's where it gets interesting. She starts filling the silence with her own imagination. She creates a version of what you're doing, who you're seeing, how you're living without her. And often that imagined version is far more compelling than the reality. Now let's talk about the three situations where silence is non-negotiable. Situation 1. She initiated the breakup. If she said, "We need to talk," and ended things, every text you send, every call, every explanation confirms her decision was right. You react, she wins. Total silence is the only language that creates doubt in her mind. Situation 2. The breakup was explosive. If things ended with arguments, accusations, words that shouldn't have been said, both of you need space. But you need to enter that space first, deliberately. That's not weakness, that's emotional control, and it's attractive. Situation 3. She wants to stay friends. This is the most dangerous trap. Let's stay friends means she wants to keep access to you without any obligations. Silence in this case isn't cruelty, it's the only way to avoid becoming her emotional backup plan. Now, the three phases of total silence. Phase 1. Shock. Days 1 through 7. She's waiting for your message, checking her phone, coming up with reasons why you're quiet. At this stage, zero contact, not even an accidental story view. Phase 2. Anger. Days 7 through 21. She gets frustrated. She might send something sharp or passive-aggressive, or she might go suspiciously quiet herself. Either way, this is a reaction, and a reaction means you're in her head. Don't reply, not one word. Phase 3. Doubt. Day 21 and beyond. The most important phase. The anger fades and reflection sets in. She starts remembering the good, questioning whether she made the right call. This is when the first genuine impulse to reach out appears, not from anger, but from longing. Let's talk about the mistakes that kill the silence. Total silence isn't just not texting. It's a system. and most men break it in the same places. Watching her stories, she sees the view. The effect disappears instantly. Using mutual friends as messengers. Tell her I'm doing fine. This is the single worst thing you can do. Performing happiness on social media. Posting party photos every day looks like overcompensation. She reads it immediately. Breaking after her first message. She texts, "How are you?" and you immediately unload everything and ask to meet. No, one step at a time. Now, how to exit silence the right way. Silence is not the destination. It's the tool that shifts the dynamic. The exit has to be just as deliberate as the entry. First contact, a neutral reason. Not, "I missed you," and not, "We need to talk." A specific, real trigger. Something reminded you of a shared moment, or there's a practical question. Short, no pressure. If she responds, don't rush it. Let her set the pace. Your job at this stage is to be interesting, not meaty. If she doesn't respond, don't send a follow-up. Stay in silence. A second unread message reads as panic, and panic destroys everything you've built. There are also situations where silence is simply the wrong tool. If the relationship lasted less than 2 months, the attachment isn't deep enough for this kind of reaction. If the breakup was caused by serious betrayal or a toxic pattern, silence won't rebuild trust. If she's already in a new relationship that's been going for more than a month, it's time to change the approach entirely. Silence isn't magic. It amplifies what already exists. If there was real chemistry, shared values, genuine connection, it gives that a chance. If the foundation was weak, it just accelerates the ending. So here's what you do right now. If you're still texting her, stop. Not tomorrow, right now. Decide, is this a pause or total silence? A pause, if there's still a chance for real dialogue. Silence, if the dynamic is broken and you need to reset your position in her world. Enter it consciously. No, I'll just check her story once. No, one message won't hurt. No exceptions. Either you're in silence or you're not. And while she's quiet, work on yourself, not for her, for you. Because the best version of you is what actually changes the outcome.